Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17
and Greyshot151 here,
and
again in the holiday attire.
And things may look a little different because I may have moved some stuff around, but otherwise, we are doing a review of The Shape of Water, a film that when it first, well, the trailer came out, we're just like, what is this? And then followed by Guillermo del Toro, essentially remake of Creature from the Black Lagoon. Mm-hmm. All right, you have my attention.
There was the note of people thinking this was like a prequel to Hellboy with the water creature.
Yeah, wait, Abe. Someone said that?
There was a few notes of like, is this like a prequel to Hellboy? Because they look remarkably similar. And to be fair, Guillermo del Toro worked on Hellboy with, Abe and this creature. So there are similarities.
I'm just pulling up Abe. Hold on. Because, yeah, I can see it.
There are a few notes.
Yeah, the creature design and whatnot does look very similar. To Abe. And, yeah, it just
also
looks...
if you like cats, be wary of this movie.
Yeah, don't go in the if you don't like animals getting hurt, don't go see this film, I'll say. Or you're very that gets you under your skin. But anyway, so what's The Shape of Water 151?
So The Shape of Water essentially is a fairy tale set in the 1960s and revolving about a creature in a government facility, a mute woman who is the cleaning lady, and all the characters that interact with these two. There is, without any spoilers, a plot that interweaves these two, and oh my god, does it work. Okay. It really works.
Okay, so I want to make sure I'm just getting this right. So, again, the lead actress is Sally Hawkins, and she is fantastic in this. She's the main protagonist. She is great. Yeah, this, like, her performance in this, she's mute. She doesn't talk throughout the entire thing. And they also are very clever. Again, she doesn't talk. Again, she's mute. So, she has to, again, act, again, on point with just facial expressions, hand gestures, and kind of get around her point. And oh my god, does she excel? She is fantastic.
Works out really nicely.
Yes. Michael Shannon plays like the head of security for this lab, and we should also probably mention that every single part of this film is like incredible.
Beautifully shot.
It's beautifully shot. It looks like a Guillermo del Toro film. If you know his style, this is gonna be like, this fits his style perfectly. The effects of this film it costs like $20 million. They beat out. They're awesome. They are simply awesome. Mm-hmm. And then you have the side characters. I have the names here. Michael Shannon, Richard Jenkins, Octavia Spencer, and Sally Hawkins. And then Doug Jones plays the creature. And oh my god. Once again, there's not a single character I would remove because they each play such an integral part. And they're each so fleshed out. Michael Shannon is one of the best villains I've seen in years for a film.
Yeah, there's not a lot of wasted characters. There's not a lot of wasted scenes. Characters' actions are I don't want to say realistic, but that you understand what's going on. You also understand the motivations of the people when certain situations happen. And they do go against the grain in regards to what they do, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, there is one scene in particular where something happens, and a character in most movies would have reacted with basically freaking out, basically going against the main lead, basically saying, it's a horrible idea, I knew this was a bad idea, et cetera, et cetera. And he stays calm.
Yeah.
And this is very much to the movie's benefit because it very much feels, you very much get sucked in. There's not like a moment where this movie kind of loses you. The only thing I can say is maybe the pacing is a little slow towards the middle. A little slow
in the middle, but barely.
But excluding that, this movie captivates you from beginning to end. And when you are watching this, you are entranced, is the best way I can say this. The beginning has you entranced. I will also say this movie did not go, even watching the trailer, there are moments that I did not foresee occurring.
Yeah, you see stuff in the beginning, and maybe you think stuff because you've seen Creature from the Black Lagoon or something like that, and you're like, oh, I know where this is going. And no. It goes, it's really damn good. A couple things I will say to wrap things up, because I really want to get into spoilers, because there's a lot
deserves
of things,
it.
Yeah, this thing has a lot of spoilers in it, and I don't want you guys to get ruined. So go, again, all you need to know is that basic premise we've told you. Basically, two people working in a government facility, great actors all around, and it's the happenings inside the facility.
Keep in mind, this is a modern fairy tale.
Yes.
And that is the best way to describe this movie. It's not a science fiction. It's not a love story.
Yeah.
It is a fairy tale. And this fairy tale is dark. Warning, there is nudity and sexual overtones and sexual acts. There is violence. There are high moments and there are low moments. But if you enjoy, if you are fine with this, you understand a dark fairy tale, like the original fairy tales of Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid, those types of fairy tales, then you will enjoy this movie.
If you like Pan's Labyrinth, you will probably like this film. I would say that. It has like that type of dark undertone with a fantasy element. But anyway, let's give our final score. What would you give it?
It is extremely hard for me because I would give this a 9.5.
I'm just giving it a 10 out of 10. There's no that doesn't mean a movie is there's no flaws, but
this movie's captivating.
I don't know
with
what you would remove from this film. The music is entrancing and beautiful, and it just fits every scene. The composition and the pacing is great. You had issues, I did not. Every single character is awesome. This will literally be, and again, it's like if I were to put this next to other monster films, like a Monster Call, stuff like that, this beats it ever so slightly. But god damn, does it also, like, that and Monster Calls just bookend this year with like top tier material with stuff like, oh, it's a monster film, so it's not gonna be that great. No, I would be very surprised if this film is not nominated for Best Picture. That's how good it is.
I would tend to agree as well, because this movie, I agree, it is a 10 out of 10. Yeah. I have minor flaws here and there, but this movie truly is captivating. It is a movie that I am going to enjoy for a long time, and it leaves me feeling
also, once again,
great.
Hollywood, just come here. Hollywood, just come here. Practical effects can work. It can really work.
Oh yeah, that by far they are fantastic.
You don't need to go CGI heavy. Oh my god, it was so refreshing to have it like 98% of the film be just practical effects. Like, there's a practical Gilman, there's a practical set, there's no giant CGI. I know they could do a light touch up here and there on the creature, and they do, but overall, I could literally touch that creature and I could be like, that thing is real, and how they acted and moved and everything, like, that is unique, that is not fake. And that's what I hope for in a film. And sometimes CGI can work, but then, like, other times I'm like, I just watched the most recent Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer, and I'm like, that is CGI.
Yeah, but the thing I will say about this movie is, again, it's captivating, and that's the best way to describe it. So let's head over to spoilers, shall we? So yeah, 10 out of 10 on Greyshot Productions.
Yeah. I also, one quick thing. When Del Toro was in talks with Universal to direct a remake of Creature from Black Lagoon, he tried pitching a version focused more on the creature's perspective, where the creature got the girl, but the studios rejected the concept. Hey, Universal!
How's your monster
cinematic universe? Because this is probably going to get Best Picture, while The Mummy's going to go for a Razzie Award. Great job. And this was $20 million. You lost, The Mummy itself was like, what, 150 plus marketing? So I think it's like 220, 250, something like that. Insane. So yeah, you barely broke even on The Mummy. Where this film, I almost guarantee, will make its money back.
Yeah, that's a sad. Again, this is a movie I highly implore you to go see.
So
because I want it to succeed.
I want this to like double or triple its budget, just to say fuck you to Universal. Because think if Universal started their cinematic universe with this film. Just momentary thought. Think about that. How amazing would that cinematic universe be?
This is, if you want to know honestly what this is, the Creature from the Black Lagoon is one of the classic 50s.
Yeah.
Because it's really set at that time period where us against a beast, but there's also tragedy to it. This takes in a whole new direction, and this really is it is better than the Creature from the Black Lagoon. This is by far. This is the Gilman.
Yeah.
And it's unique, and it's
so let's get into spoilers. First off, Literally in the first 5 minutes, you go through her routine, and the main actress gets buck naked and masturbates in the tub.
First 1 minute of the movie.
The reason I say this is because I did not expect that for this film. Also, if you wanted to see her banging the thing, you're not going to see penetration.
But you see pretty much everything else.
You see pretty much everything else.
But I will say, in regards to the spoilers, this love story very much seems organic.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem forced. And it's very much two outcasts. One being a creature taken away from its home. One being a woman that is very much an outcast in society because she is a mute. She has scars along her neck.
I'm assuming someone, like, scratched her neck or she got scarred and that's why she can't talk. I thought in the beginning that there would be gills, and I was right. But then I also thought, because Michael Shannon's character loses 2 fingers to the creature, what was it? Like, while it's in containment, and she finds it and gets the fingers back. But I think the mustard that was in, like, the bag they used, like, caused an infection, and actually you could see his fingers slowly turning black.
Yeah, it's like darker, and it's only his finger pretty much represents the darkness that is slowly encompassing his life.
That's such a beautiful representation.
It is. Also, Dimitri, aka
also disgusting when he has to remove the pus and everything. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, but oh my god, there's a scientist who is a Russian spy.
Yes.
That. Again, every character in this movie is he's a Russian spy, but she's a good guy.
Yes.
Like, you can feel for him. You can understand
Michael Shannon is the American, like, he's a top brass, like, etc. He's in command of security, only listens to a 5-star general, and, oh my god, he's a dick. And he cheats on his wife. He does all this stuff. Now, I originally thought the reason why he hates the creature was because he had a wedding ring. I'm like, oh, maybe he lost the wife to the creature. And I'm like, oh, that would kind of fit in with the black creature from the Black Lagoon storyline. But no.
He has a wife. He has everything.
He tries to cheat on his wife by, I kid you not, by people who don't want to talk. That's what he finds. That's what gets him hard. But then also, I have to point this guy out. Giles. Goddamn Giles. Richard Jenkins plays this guy. He's one of my favorite just persons of the year in the movie. Holy mackerel, I love this guy.
The neighbor. Oh, the neighbor.
The neighbor.
The neighbor is great.
He's a neighbor. He is an amazing artist. He's a good friend. He's secretly gay, and he has a great comedic timing on almost any joke.
Poor cat.
Oh my god. And he's like, another cat rolls up and is like, you're the lucky one. And I'm just like, I just giggled. It's like, he has so many good lines. Like, he's hitting on a guy, and he's storing pie, and you just see him, like, maybe next time, and he puts the pie in the fridge, and you can see just all the pies there, and it's just like, yeah, he's really trying. Which is also sad when it turns out...
gets turned down.
Yeah.
But again, all these side plots, all these little things tie into the plots.
They connect! The goddamn, Dr. Robert Hessler, the main scientist by Michael Stauber.
The Russian agent.
The Russian agent, the communist.
He
is so likable. Oh my god, I was rooting for him the entire time. Because he doesn't want to kill the creature because he's like, why would we kill it? That won't help us at all. Like, guys, if we kill it, we no longer have it. He's saying this
not because he's a Russian agent. He's saying this because he's a human being. And that's the thing that a lot of people, when it comes to film and such, forget. It's like, you may be an enemy on paper, but they're still humans. Yeah. Like, people still have emotions. They're not just immortal enemy number one.
And I like how he could have gave the Russians the creature. Like, he could have just went back and like, oh, yeah, the creature's at that place. He never did. And that ended up killing him in the end. But, oh my god, it's so good. Also, he got shot in the mouth. So, like, Michael Shannon just grabbed him like this in the bullet hole. You can see his finger pop out, and he's just pulling the guy through him. It's like, oh! Like, Guillermo del Toro, just like the goddamn, was it the amputation scene? Where you just see the saw go into the leg because it needs to be amputated. You just see it once. Just like Michael, it's like, he doesn't need to keep showing it. Pan's Labyrinth. There's a scene where they're, like, listening to a D-Day transmission. They're in, like, a cave, and there's a guy that, like, needs surgery, and he's like, he takes a drink, and he says, wait, go, and they just do it, and you see it once, and that's all you need to see. That's all you need to see. Same thing here. He'll show one disgusting shot, like a shot on the fingers, a shot on the reattached fingers, the shot on the creature, the shot on him, and it's just you only need to see it once. You only need to see the dead cat once. You don't have to linger on the shot. You don't have to keep showing it. Cause a lot of horror
gets
films
to the
do.
point.
Yeah, and I like that. This film is direct to the point and doesn't waste your time. Every single shot builds up a certain character, whether it's I'm sorry, I forget her name. Octavia Spencer's character, where she is cracking so many goddamn jokes about her husband, and then you finally meet the husband, and you're like,
what a prick.
Yeah, what a prick. And I love it how she's telling her husband, you do not love me as much as that in her own way, a monster loves
that girl.
Yeah, that girl. You will not understand. And that was a more poignant moment. I'm just like, bravo. Just bravo.
So in any case, we give it a 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Where I'm honestly holding back all spoilers because I don't want to give anything more away. But yeah, this is a movie.
I really enjoyed this film, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah. So go see it. It's well deserving of it. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. We will see you next time when we review the new Star Wars movie.
Oh, we should also probably mention real quick, off topic. The Star Wars film will probably be the last film we review of the year, if not maybe a random other film that maybe...
And then our top 10 movies will be coming out in the beginning of January.
Along with TV shows and possibly games. I'm trying to catch up on a few to actually make a top 10s list. I haven't played that many. But one last thing I do want to find out. It snowed in Austin today. So actually driving to the movie theater was like, is it safe?
Kind of nice.
Yeah. No, the roads were clear. I'm just like, everyone's freaking out. We're like, oh, this isn't bad
I'm actually kind of curious to see what happens with my coworkers tomorrow.
In the morning. Hopefully the snow's still there, so they're just like...
Well, no, if it keeps snowing tonight.
Oh, my God. Well, that's great for you, because then you don't have to go to work. I have to go to work. I don't have a snow day.
Also, as a final note, if you are a Patreon supporter, there's currently a new series that is going on, Patreon exclusive, involving
yeah, that'll be out probably tomorrow-ish.
Yeah. Well, by the time this is up.
Hopefully, I can start rendering and processing it. It just takes a while to edit and stuff like that, but everything else is up.
Yep. So check it out if you are interested. In any case, later, guys.
Tally, we're not going to feed you to the Gill Man, I promise. Before this video ends, I want to once again give a shout out to special Patreon supporters Ace, Sean, Carter, Leo, Tim, and Nick. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys can support me as well by hitting that like and subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time.